You're not where you want to be, aren't you? You have all these problems in your life, but you just can't seem to solve them. Understand this, you have complete control of your life, and you lying to yourself saying that you don't, it's just lies at the end of the day. Listen to this, and you understand why I'm telling you this. It was fresh in the morning, damn near the afternoon, and me and a couple of friends are walking through the forest. I was mad paranoid, watching every little step. I had another dude just constantly cracking jokes. Did not laugh a single time. Another dude nervously laughing. But we had a leader amongst us, and he was directing us. Let's call him Mark. Mark has been wanting to go to the woods for a minute. We've been putting it off for mad long because we were not trying to go. But here we are, going through the forest. As he's in front of us, he stops. We walk up to him and stopped where he was. Yo, Measley, remember this? It was a video of an awkward presentation of mine. Yo, chill, delete that. I'm trying to grab the phone away from him, but he's predicting every swipe. So then he just booked it. I ran after him, but my legs were soon getting tired. This terrain was not smooth. Eventually I got to this place where it looked like a sacred temple. Mark ran inside. As soon as I was about to run inside, I stopped. But while I was standing there, scared to go, I heard something. Something that was so unforgivable. One piece is trash. I damn near broke the sound barrier running inside. While I was running inside, it was mad dark with a glimpse of light shining through. Then there he was, Mark and I standing from across each other. Both gas as shit. But I had a little stamina because of that horrible opinion. Chill, I'm just playing, bro. Like, you doing too much. I was planning on deleting it anyways. But as I can see, ooh, tripping. Alright, bro, just look. I'm walking closer to see if he really deleted it. And then I get closer and, psych, you thought, dickhead? I reached for the phone, but he juked me and broke my ankles that I face planted into the bushes, and under the bushes there was no ground. So I fell inside a hole. I'm in the air trying to hold on to anything. Then I eventually hit the ground. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm definitely in heaven right now. I just heard mad bones crack. It was not a nice life. I'm glad it's over. Then as I'm laying there, I hear weird noises. Damn, this is how death sounds? It's some weird shit. Then all of a sudden, I hear a sound so distorted that I open my eyes and see a skull right beneath me. I let out a manly roar and look to my right and just hear those weird noises coming from there. Then I look to my left and I see a corner with like a table and a chairs nearby. I ran to that side and held my ground. But as I'm sitting there, not only did I remember that I wasn't dead, but also that Mark broke my ankles. He ain't never gonna let this go. So right, after standing down there, holding my ground, I decided to use that courage I had inside of me. I stood up, took one step forward. I was like, okay. Took another step forward, heard a noise right behind me, so I jumped. You know what I'm saying, as a natural manly reflex, of course. It turns out that it was just a journal that just flipped a whole nother page. I went over to that table and I sat down in the chair and saw what was going on. Recreation was on the top, and right beneath that to the left side was what I don't like, and the other side was what I do want. Well, I can't go now. It would be rude of me not to fill out this form. I used filling out that journal as an excuse not to face my fears. Deep down inside, I knew that I was just running away from my problems, so I would just put coward. And right next to that, I put brave. I flipped the next page out of curiosity and saw right down the time he showed cowardice. What the hell? I didn't know. I wrote down this whole situation. I wrote something like, I got stuck in a hole, my ankles got broken, and I'm too scared to leave. I flipped to the next page and saw, what would you do next time? I was appalled. I had nothing. After sitting there, staring at the second scariest crack I ever seen in my life, with the silence occasionally broken up with distorted sounds, I even had my phone on me, so I had nothing to even hide behind. So I thought of, well, I could take a deep breath and just take it at one step at a time. Wrote that down and flipped to the next page. Was there a time you showed bravery? Had nothing but time to analyze my life and look back at all my choices. My whole life, I've been avoiding conflict, running Rick since the day I was born. I heard a sound from the crack and looked at it with sadness. After that, I looked right back at the journal and saw. I walked inside the cave, even though I was scared. It hit me. I did do something brave. Even though it was very small, I still counts as bravery. This whole time I'm thinking that I need to have some kind of bravery action like Monkey D. Luffy staring down Kaido, even though he's like 1,000 feet taller than him, the best anime of all time. I didn't need something like so extreme just to have it count as bravery. So after learning this, I got up, took that deep breath, and took it one step at a time at that crack. I'm standing at that crack and I'm staring it down. I decided that I was gonna just jump in. I twisted my body and shimmy my way through it. As I'm shimmying my way through it, I'm hearing sounds get louder and louder and louder. But I had to remember that the only way for me to get out this situation is by doing exactly how I got myself into that situation. I eventually got out that crack and got into this open space. It was dark, but it was very open. Far at that distance, I saw like a strange figure. I couldn't really tell what it was, but I knew that thing was my way out. As I'm walking over there, I could just feel the sweat dripping down my face. I could just feel the sweaty hands. I'm making my way over there. Why? Cause I'd done something brave before. So as I'm getting closer and closer and closer, I'm starting to see a little bit more. And then I tried swiping at it and there was nothing there. I started to think to myself, was there really anything even over there? Like the sounds while I was walking over there, even though they was getting louder and louder and louder, once I like swiped away, everything just became silent. I'm over here questioning to myself, was did I even hear a sound? Cause you know when you hear something but you don't hear it at the same time? Anyways, I saw like a door with like a staircase symbol next to it, and I just ran up there. I honestly did not want to stand there and find out. So I ran up those stairs and got out. I walk a little bit far away, right? And I see the guys. I see those people, and Mark just panicking. I went up to them. Mark turned around and apologized for bringing me into that building. But genuinely, I wasn't even mad or anything. I went ahead and told him to send me that video. Nah, I shouldn't have done that. That was OD. Send me the video, bruh. And I uploaded it online. He asked me why I did that. I have transcended the insecurities that once plagued me, liberating myself from all the shackles of seeking external validation. I now stand self-assured and self-aware, a steadfast admirer of my own growth and identity. Gratitude abounds within me for this profound transformation. Not only did I have no clout so no one would see it, but that was just the most badass thing that I could think of at the time. In order to change your life, you must know where you want to go. Pretend you at a basketball court and you shooting around, trying to work on your shot, but you have a blindfold on, hoping for it to go in. That's what happens when you don't identify exactly what you want. And you say that you want to become a millionaire, but do you know what it takes to become a millionaire? Do you know what they think? Do you know what they do on a daily basis? Do you know what they have to do? Your life has been going downhill for a while, hasn't it? You've been doing instant gratification activities like eating junk food, spending your time watching television, or spending your time playing video games, just doing mindless activities. You're running out of time. Day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. Your life is just going and you're not doing anything with it. You procrastinate on studying. You watch one more episode even though you said you wouldn't. You don't approach that person because you're afraid, or you don't even follow that business plan that's been on your mind for a minute. You need to understand that you're running out of time, and that when life actually gets tough, you're gonna have to play catch up, or simply you may be too late. Illness or a disease already got to you, so you can't even really work too much, or you just won't even see the next morning. And one of your family or friends may be unfortunate what happened to them, and it will be too late for you to even make an impact in their lives. So start. Apply the information that you're getting from these videos. Actually do the actionable steps. Actually complete the stuff that you say you're going to complete on a daily basis. Don't allow your mind to keep creating excuses. I mean, I guess you can allow them to create excuses, but do not follow them. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. I know it's tiring. I know you hate it. I know. I too was at the position. All of the above. But like I said, I took it one step at a time and started changing my life so I can make a difference, and not only me, but the people around me. It's actually not your fault. How could you have known? Everybody around you is doing the same thing. Go on social media and everybody's just doing the same thing. How could you have been the rebel if you didn't even know? But now it's gonna be your fault. Now you're aware. Use the information that you get from this video and actually do it. But don't use this as motivation or discipline or whatever. Just get it done. Remember, you can either take it one step at a time or moonwalk back into despair. You choose. All right, this leads us to this portion. The actionable steps. Do it. What you want to do is get you a pen or a paper. You can use Google Docs if you want, or anything online. Go ahead and have like a line down with one side saying what I don't like, and the other side saying what I do want. To start off, you could just start with 5. Just write 5 things you don't like about yourself and on the left side. Once you've done that, what you want to do is flip to the next page. So for number 1, say you put anxious, right? Write down a time that you showed very anxious, that you were very anxious, which is like resulting into why you think of yourself that way. For example, giving a presentation and I was very nervous. I was very, like my voice was shaking, my hands were sweating. I just wasn't really presentating very well. So once you do that, you want to flip back to that page. And then on the other side, you want to write calm. You want to write down how in that situation you could have been more calm. I was presenting and I could have took a deep breath and just went from there. Or even before the presentation, I could have went ahead and practiced on my own and then practiced in front of family and friends so that once I actually got there, I wouldn't have been too nervous. So right after that, you want to write down how you're going to employ this, how you're going to be more calm in situations. So right, here's another example. Say you walked past a woman and you didn't say nothing, and you was really beating yourself over it. What you want to do is you want to write down, the next time I see that woman, I'm gonna go ahead and just simply be more present and just wave, like to see how you get your attention, and then learn her name. That's it. So not going there saying like, oh, the next woman I must see, I'm gonna just approach her and get her number. Chill, bro. You need to improve by 10%, because what you're doing, if you try to get the end result, you're putting too much of a pressure on you, and then you're eventually not gonna do it. What you want to go ahead is improve by 10%. Like write down your own actionable step and then improve it by 10%. Finally, you want to remember back to a time you actually showed that quality you want. So back to the one with the anxious and the calm, like a time that you showed calmness. Okay, you was on a train and you heard some people like getting loud and stuff, but they was on like the other side, but you stayed calm. You were just waiting on your train, waiting for your stop. That shows calmness. It doesn't have to be anything too big, like, oh, there was a whole war going on and people were shooting, and I was chilling out and I was calm as shit. Nah, it could be anything small. You have done all the qualities you want. It was just very small, and that's okay. You can use that as evidence that you can do something on a much larger scale. All right, so now you guys have the information. Heck, you may even have paused the video and just did it on the spot. Well, however you want to do it, just make sure you got it done. But before we leave though, there's one thing that a lot of people tend to overlook, and it doesn't allow them to actually do the things that they say they want to do. So I want to make sure that you get this down packed. It will speed up your goals 10x. So go ahead and click on this video wherever it is, and remember, take it one step at a time.